Hello and welcome back to our just wellness update for our latest Vitality Conversation. We are going to have a special Vitality Conversation this month, April the 14th, with Dr. Dana O'Keefe and her husband, Dan O'Keefe.
Yes.
We are going to be talking about, I guess you would say the topic is health and wealth, but in such a different way that you've never even thought about. So give me a basic overview of what you're going to be talking about.
Okay. Well, there is a connection between health and wealth.
Yes.
Right? Most people don't really think of it that way. Your health will affect your wealth will affect your health. And I remember I was mentioning to Raina, years ago, I used to be a commodities broker, and so I like to invest. It's fun.
I love that, how it's such a casual thing. Like, I like to invest. It's kind of fun.
It's fun. It is. But I remember reading in this magazine and never really thought about it. So many people out there, they're saving for retirement. They got their 401ks. They're doing all that, right? But they are beating their bodies up. They're not eating healthy. They're not exercising. They're not getting enough sleep. They're stressed out, and the list goes on. And they figure, well, I'll rest when I'm, when I'm retired, right? Problem is, now you've beaten everything up so bad that by the time you retire, then these poor folks spend the rest of their lives going from doctor to doctor to doctor to doctor. So why can't we invest in our health?
Right.
Now on this side, why we invest in our, to support ourselves in retirement.
Right.
The flip side, right, which is where my hubby's going to go, is, okay, wealthier people tend to be healthier, and the question, though, becomes why. Okay,
Right.
Number one, you'll go, maybe you'll eat organic.
Right.
You might get a gym membership, get yourself out there exercising more, right? You'll go to your doctor appointments, you'll go to your dentist appointments, right?
Right.
Like the teeth
Yes,
story, right?
yes.
Okay, so I have this patient who, great gal. And this just to let you know how important it is to go get your teeth checked, right? I've worked with her as a functional medicine doctor for a year or so and still not making everything fix. And I finally said to her, there's two places you can have hidden infection. One is your teeth, and the other is she had some breast implants. And I said, pick one and let's go down that rabbit hole.
Right.
So she goes and gets the teeth looked at, and they definitely have infection. When they get in to clean it out, she had gangrene.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, gross, right? This gal had hormone problems her whole life.
Wow.
And so she calls me about 6 weeks after she had that all cleaned out. And she goes, Dr. O, oh my God, I'm pregnant. So we're like,
Wow.
Yeah. So super exciting. But these are some of the things that we'll be talking about, is just that connection, what you can do to help your health, what you can do to help support you as you move into the years of your retirement, so to speak. My hubby and I have been really playing with the idea of the blue zones, right?
Right.
Which is centurions, living to 100. And my thought is, if you're going to live to 100, you probably have to have something that's going to support you, right? So they kind of do go together.
Yes, well, very much so. We talk about it for Waterstone Wellness and our other ministries, that it's not just one aspect. It's the spiritual journey and a physical journey, and taking care of the temple that the Lord has given you, being wise and living in wisdom.
Yeah.
But all of those things kind of, they go together, especially if we're working so hard, in which it is important to work hard and to have a work ethic, but to find balance within that stress and that pressure. And you can sacrifice your health through that. And many times whenever we're so stressed out, we're not able to share the gospel. We're not able to live on mission because we don't have the strength and the overflow to mentally press in. So of course at Waterstone, we do think of just that overall wellness, and your talk with your hubby, that goes right along with where we are. Meaning that you got to take care of yourself to be able to move forward. Because I'm sure you see people that are like so stressed out, or just they're living on the very edge, and they can't cook a meal, they can't take care of themselves, and so they find themselves in your office, and it may start out of, I have a chiropractic need need,
Right.
or, but they don't even realize it's from the functional aspect that
Right.
ties into that,
Right.
work aspect.
Right. No, absolutely. And the bottom line is if the church is not healthy,
Right.
she can't do a job.
Right.
I mean, if you don't feel good,
Yes.
you can't get outside
Yes.
of yourself even.
Yes.
Because it's just normal.
Yeah.
We're all just trying to feel, and my goal in life is to help people regain and maintain their health so that they can live their life full of, thrive and be vibrant. And, one of my favorite characters in the Bible is Caleb. And he was 85, I think, when they were getting ready they're getting ready to go take the promised land.
Yes.
He was 45, I think, when they started marching
Yes.
around the mountain, right? And here at 85, he's like, give me the mountain, let me go take
Yes.
it. I feel as good today as I did when I was 40.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's how we should be,
Yes.
Run real hard, hit the wall and slide down.
Yes. Well, and
Yeah.
many of our families are slowing down, even though they're in their 30s. We have
Oh, yeah.
families that are stepping back from main jobs
Yeah.
and just simplifying life
Yeah.
because it has been so fast, and they're seeing it within the health of their families,
Oh, yeah.
priorities of their families,
Oh, yeah.
how sustainable their jobs are, and
yeah.
just finding that perspective.
Yeah.
And I think being able to look at our health and with a good perspective, and I believe that, of course, Dana and Dan are going to be able to help us with that.
Yeah.
So if you are interested, I don't want to say that. I want to encourage you to
be
come to be
interested, yes.
to join us for our next Vitality Conversation. Again, it's going to be April the 14th, and Dan and Dana, they're gonna just share so much information. If you had the opportunity to join us for our Expectation Marriage Conference, of course they hosted a session there with us. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be great.
I'm
Yeah.
excited. So be sure to join us at 4 o'clock. Go to our Waterstone Events tab and register there. We do provide childcare. So be sure to click on that tab and just get ready to invest. Invest in your health, invest in wealth, and just kind of look at both sides of it from just a balanced perspective.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you for being with us this week. Be sure to click and share. We look forward to seeing you. Bye-bye.